Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back my channel Isan Syarif. Today, through this video, I would like to give you a short presentation about sport cars. A sport car is a car designed with a emphasis on dynamic performance, such as handling, acceleration, top speed, or thrill of driving. Sport cars originated in Europe in the early 1900s and are currently produced by many manufacturers around the world. In the United Kingdom, an early recorded usage of the sport car was in the Times newspaper in 1919 years. The first known use of the term in the United States was in 1912 Sport car started to become popular during the 1920s. The term was originally used for two-seat raster cars without a fixed roof. However, since the 1917, the term has also been used for cars with a fixed roof, which is where previously considered Grand Tourist. Traditionally, the most common layout for sport car was a roadster, a two-seat car without a fixed roof. However, there are also several examples of early sport car with four seats. Sport cars are not usually intended to regularly transport more than two adult occupants, so most modern sport cars are usually two-seat layout or 2+2 layout. Two smaller rear seats for children of occasional adult use. Large cars with more spacious rear seat accommodation are usually considered sport sedans rather than sport cars. The 1923 to 1928 McLaren F1 is notable for using a three-seat layout, where the front row consists of a centrally located driver's seat. Traditionally, the most common layout for sport cars was a roadster, a two-seat car without a fixed roof. However, there are also several examples of early sport cars with four seats. Sport cars are not usually intended to regularly transport more than two adult occupants. Some most modern sport cars are usually two-seat layout, engine and drivetrain layout. The location of the engine and drivetrain will significantly influence the handling characteristics of a car and are therefore important in the design of a sport car. Traditionally, most sport cars have used rear wheel drive with the engine either location at the front of the car or in the middle of the car. Example of VR layout sport cars are the Caterham 7 Mazda MX-5, and the dark fiber examples of MR-layered sport cars are the Ferrari 400, 18A, Ford GT, and Toyota. Mr. To avoid a front-heavy weight distribution, many VR-layered sport cars are designed so that the engine is located further back in the engine bay, as close to the firewall as possible. Next, I would like to explain a little about the history of sport cars. The first pre-order is 18, 1905 to 1910, 1915. Brass era cars. Mercedes the Mercedes Simple 60 HP. The basis for the sport cars in the two early 20th century touring cars and roadster, and the term sport cars would not be coined until after World War One. A car considered to be a sport car years ahead of its time is the 1903 Mercedes Simple 16 HP, desirable at the time, a fast touring car and designed by Wilhelm Maybach and Paul Daimler. The next period is 1 1919 to 1929 vintage era cars. Following the halt in sport cars production caused by World War One, Europe returned to manufacturing automobiles from around 1920. Example, the cars Bugatti Type 30 Basic Seal. The next era 1930 to 1939, pre-war era cars, sandwiched between the Great Depression and the World War II. The pre-war era was a period of decline in importance for sport car manufacturers, although the pre-order was not devoid of advance. For example, streamlining, wholesale format. After that, the era 1 1939 to 1959, expansion following World War II. The example car Ferrari 120 116 Intense Bacheta. The decade following the Second World War saw an immense growth of interest in the sport car, but also the most important and diverse technical development, very rapid and genuine improvement in the quality of every modern production car, assisted by new design and manufacturing technologies. considering higher level of handling properties has been achieved. And then of era cars, sport cars, 1916 to 1979, lightweight roadster mid-engine supercar. The 1916 one, like Luger F a type, is an iconic sport car of the early 1916 due to its attractive styling and claiming top speed of 100 for 100 for 1 kilometer. The type was production for 14 years and was entirely powered by a 6-cylindrical engine followed by a V20 engine for the final generation. Finally, it can be said that sports cars has been developed drastically since it was born in the early 20th century. That's all my presentation about sports car. Thank you very much for watching. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.